Hey, welcome back to Nerd News Breakdown, guys. Hey, how's it going? This is the show where we take everything that's happening in the world of nerd, ignore all the boring bits, and dive deep into the topics that we really care about. Nail that intro. I'm Sam.
You killed it.
My name's Maude.
And I'm DJ.
Yay! DJ's here. If you happen to miss it, San Diego Comic-Con was a thing. Lots of stuff happened, and we're going to talk about it all.
Hell yeah, but I'm actually going to talk about all the DC movie news through my broken voice.
Yay!
I'm going to talk about the Marvel Netflix shows and the DC CW shows.
That's pretty cool. But first, let's talk about all the pretty little, not pretty, because that was going to make that as a weird sentence. Let's talk about Marvel movie news. I had a joke there, and what do? We sidestep it because I fucked it up.
You just have a crush on Brie Larson and you can't keep it in your pants.
Hey! By kicking off, we saw some Spider-Man concept art. They know that they got to see a trailer during the Hall H panel,
Yes.
and maybe somebody here already saw the trailer somehow.
Yeah,
Sneaky.
look, some sneaky Pete decided to film it in Hall H and uploaded it, and I managed to get it before it dropped down. So we can talk about it if you would like me to, because there are a few interesting
Did it
points in
look
it.
like garbage?
Yeah, it looked like a potato.
Don't watch the phone versions.
But
Wait till they release it,
Yeah.
huh?
DJ 2016.
But what you can look forward to from this trailer, and what I really appreciate, what we haven't seen from Spider-Man before. Yes, it's teenage Peter Parker, but for the first time, it's played by a teenager.
Yay! Not
And
a
honestly,
guy like in his early 30s.
It makes such a difference when you're watching this because he's just a kid, and you really get that. It's like Degrassi Junior High, basically.
You're not
because-
selling me on the...
Well,
Hey,
me a
that
little
sounds
bit.
fun.
it's actually authentic, and you instead of it being a 25-year-old
Yeah.
playing a 16-year-old, it's a 19-year-old playing a 16-year-old, and honestly, I really loved that. It basically recapped all of the awesome parts where you saw Spider-Man in Civil War, so it kind of went over all those things again.
Cool.
The crowd was cheering through it all.
Like you did in Civil War.
Exactly.
When he caught the punch.
From Winter Soldier.
That's the one.
That's the one.
When
Metal
he
Man.
flies through, when he uses his go web to kick Captain America in the face.
Yep.
They replayed all of that kind of stuff, and everyone was like, yeah. And then you see him shut his locker door,
Yeah.
and it's him with his little hood
That's
up and his little butt chin.
cool.
Love butt chin.
No budget.
And it just takes like this huge epic thing that is just faced and puts him back into this really normal reality.
Yeah.
And I loved that. So
That's
that's kind of
cool.
what I took away from that trailer, even though it looked like a potato.
What I liked though in Civil War was that his apartment, it wasn't a house, it was now an apartment, and you got a feel for like that Peter Parker doesn't have the resources of Iron Man. He is friends with them, so he could probably go ask for something.
Iron
but
Man's trying to make out and bang his aunt.
who
You
isn't?
know.
But like it's nice to see that he is being very grounded, even though he's got an awesome suit. Probably the most awesome suit out of all the Spider-Men so far.
Probably.
But
Can you
our
pat my
Maude
back?
is-
I'm
bless you,
choking.
you good? That is
It reminded
Oh.
me, actually.
that came from a deep place.
This is, yes, I was actually dying. You do see his makeshift suit before Iron Man helps him out.
oh cool.
Yeah, I just realized he's kind of got like a t-shirt over it, and it's kind of all bunching around everywhere, and it looks like a poor Halloween job. You know, like those people
Yay.
you're like, well,
cool.
you gave it a go. It's that.
I'm excited for that. We did see concept art of Vulture.
Yes,
and
who's
some
got big...
metal stuff.
Yeah, the giant... what's the word I'm looking for?
Like,
the
propellers?
wings. Yeah, drone wings.
Drone wings.
Giant
Right.
drone wings.
He's the drone.
I
But,
already want to see Vulture and Falcon fight.
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I want all the flying boys in there. But besides Spider-Man, which was really cool, we got a bunch of other stuff. Kurt Russell's character for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has been
Revealed.
revealed.
And it is Star-Lord's dad.
It is, for
but
sure.
not the character that you thought.
That's
No.
Jason of Spartax.
Which
Great
was silly.
name.
Why would you have it be that character? That's ridiculous. You
Yeah.
want something more grounded in your
Yeah,
character.
I love a grounded MCU, and
Yeah.
his name is Ego. Ego is a very popular Marvel character, but he has got a fun backstory. DJ, who's Ego?
He's a living planet.
Wait a minute.
He's a
You mean-
big planet with a face.
He's a planet with a mustache. There's a picture for that. There he is. He's a beautiful boy.
And goddamn, Kurt Russell better be a fucking planet.
He better be. But right now, at Comic-Con, we don't have a picture of it, but he does have a normal costume with a shirt, pants, normal
Yeah,
clothes.
I
that
don't know
kind of
about you.
thing.
Doesn't look like he's hiding a planet in there.
No, there's
anywhere.
no planet in there, but it would. You brought up. He's like, it would be fun if you opened up and there's some
If like
planet in
if
there.
it's a trench coat and he's like, you want watches? You want? I'm a planet.
Yeah, I'm a planet.
I'm hoping for some like
It like
Oz.
explodes out.
I'm hoping for some Oz the Great and Powerful stuff. That it's like
Like he's
there's
controlling
a
it?
giant planet, but then you find out he's just running it, and it's all like a hologram or something.
I want him to
don't
be like a projection from the planet. Like
Yeah,
he is the planet, and
yeah.
like he can like mold mold it and shape it
We
and do
got that
whatnot.
in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, not everyone's seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so they can do whatever they want out there in space. That's the fun part. But and going on from that, we figured out who Captain Marvel's gonna be. She's the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Worst kept secret.
It's my wife.
Brie
Guys,
Larson.
I wanted to announce my engagement here on the show. If
Too late. You already announced it on a
don't
podcast.
seem-
You can't.
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
little
re-announce
plug.
it.
Only Stupid Answers. Go listen on SoundCloud and iTunes. But
Look, yelling out to 185,000 people, Brie, will you marry me? And her not being anywhere remotely near that is not an engagement.
I think that's an engagement. It's an
Let us
at
know what
least-
you
You
think
sound
in the
like
comments
a-
down below.
But anyways, I'm excited
she's
for Brie.
Captain Marvel.
I'm
Can't wait
excited.
to show Brie this clip, by the way.
I'm excited for my sweetheart to get the Captain Marvel role that she's wanted so
gonna be great.
long.
Yeah.
She's very talented. I've loved her in all of her stuff that she's done.
Yep.
And also she looks cool in Kong Island, but we won't get into that. Kong
Not
Skull
yet,
Island.
but that trailer looked cool.
Looks cool.
Moving on.
So I'm excited for that. But also, Black Panther got the full cast
Ooh, it looks
released.
good.
Yes.
Sabina Nyong'o is going to be our villain. She is also the head of his special guard,
Yes.
which I looked up, immediately forgot, didn't
Yeah.
need anything to write it down, so that's good. But also, Michael B. Jordan, thank God he's away from Fox. No more Fantastic Four for
Bye-bye.
him, which is kind of a bummer because it would have been cool if that was a good
He's
movie.
hot property, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. And now he's
Happy
going to
Creed.
be Eric Killmonger
Yes.
from Black Panther
And that's
comics.
what he looks
So,
like.
guys,
That's
do you
what
think
he
he's
looks
going to be a good
There
guy
he
or a
goes.
bad guy?
Well,
With the
look
last
how-
name Killmonger.
Look
you
how
think he's a good
ripped
guy or
he
a bad
is,
guy?
and he's using a knife or something through someone.
Look at that. There he goes. It was Black Panther. That's the picture.
Oh,
Oh, that's
stay
mean.
away from him.
That's so mean. But wait a minute.
Hey.
All this stuff is slim pickings and tiny little pickings. Never got that saying. But compared to the Doctor Strange trailer that was released, and
Slim
my
pickings.
question
The
for you
pickings,
guys.
There's not a lot of pickings. You're not,
I don't know what
there's
that
not
means,
slim
though.
pickings. It's from the South.
Oh, okay. But my question for you guys is, did the Doctor Strange trailer get you guys excited? Because what we saw was, it was a lot. We saw more of his origin. We saw more of him learning
Yes.
magic, him actually using magic, kind
Yes.
of reminiscent of Warcraft, the way their magic would work and how it felt like they're pulling from the environment. A lot of
Yeah.
crystals, and a lot of more of New York just folding in on itself and
Yep.
becoming whatever the fuck. But Scott Derrickson did say that this is the intro to the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse.
Multiverse.
So that could mean maybe you get your X-Men in
Sorry,
this
I
movie.
say that it's
No,
a,
you're
Not in
gonna
this
be
movie, no.
there's
It's
a
on the line.
pinball game that I play,
Yeah.
and I unlock multi-ball a lot, and it goes multi-ball, and I hear that every time someone says multiverse.
It's like they should have that Doctor Strange multiverse. Tilda Swinton comes in. You unlock the multiverse.
But are you guys excited? Are you guys
No.
excited for the
No.
multi-ball?
I'm
This trailer did not get you excited.
Did not get me any more
I
excited.
want to love it so bad. I want to love it.
You kept
No.
saying Inception, but it's like it's not Inception because
It
that's
looks a
dreams.
lot like
It looks so
Inception.
much like Inception.
This
is
is
the
real
superhero
life.
Inception. It's like but monks.
Yeah. I would like more of the magic, and also like my favorite part of the trailer is the trippy Marvel intro.
Yes.
and I wish the rest of the movie felt as trippy. Like it doesn't. It feels
doesn't
too.
feel trippy to you?
No, not at all.
Remember
Like,
when all of New
I
York's
want
folding in on
I
itself?
want some Alejandro Jodorowsky type shit.
Boy.
Did anybody get that reference?
Yeah.
No, it would sound like an alliteration.
Okay.
Alejandro.
El Topo, Holy Mountain. Anyway, good kids, if you're over 17, go watch those movies. Anyway.
So he's not excited. You're not excited.
I'm excited. I'm not any more excited. I think it'll be another solid Marvel movie, but I don't think it'll blow my mind.
What I took away from it, Tilda Swinton kind of brings us in and kind of establishes it all. You're so much more than that. There is so much more than this. And I'm like, thanks, Tilda Swinton. You're supposed to be a Tibetan monk. And then
No, she's
fold,
Celtic.
fold, and I'm looking for the spinny top. And then we see Mads Mikkelsen, and I'm like, oh wow, this looks like Lexa from The Hundred's dad.
Sure.
Sure.
And then I was like,
Everyone.
I
In the comments
realized
down below, let us know which was a more obscure reference, 100 or Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Yours.
Maybe.
Yours.
Let us know down below.
I'm gonna watch the movie. That much we've established. And if I'm gonna do it for anything, it's because of the cape. I think I'm
That was my
the
favorite
cape
part of
was
the
cool.
trailer when he twirls his cape on. So cool.
Krennic.
Everyone loves a good twirl.
Krennic 12.
Mm-hmm.
Krennic from Rogue One, where he does that walking over the water shot with the giant with his cape out.
You're into
and
capes.
Then, I think I got a cape thing.
There you
Wait,
go.
he walked in the water with a cape?
There you go,
That cape's
boys.
ruined. That cape is
And it's
ruined.
white as well. But what is he thinking?
What is his deal? Wearing a white suit in
You don't
the
think
water.
they have a laundry department on
No,
the Death
they
Star?
definitely don't.
There's someone like, gonna
They're
have to
building the
walk
Death
back
Star. They don't have a laundry department yet.
That's going to be in the next edition of Star Wars Episode 4, that they're going to CGI in Krennic's cape in that little dumpster part with the little
and then
monster.
it's tied in. I am excited for this movie.
I actually really like that it's different from what we are seeing with every superhero movie. It's got a point of difference, which is like, bended reality. And I like that.
But it's still like another we need to save the city from destruction. It's
But
like,
he does seem
Why
like a
else do you need a
generic
superhero?
villain.
Yeah.
True. But he does seem like a generic villain. He's like, I am death. It's like, okay, every fucking guy said that in every movie.
Yeah, in
from
every
now
Marvel
on.
movie. But something with this whole thing, I think what elevates it is the cast is so top notch.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about that Shambhala joke at the end, but
liked it.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Yes.
Oh, wow, he's great.
Sells it.
I love him.
He's so good.
He's one of the most perfect villains I've ever seen, and that was in Serenity, the movie.
Yeah.
And I loved him.
He was in
it.
Serenity?
Yeah, he was
Oh
like
yeah, he's
he was
really
chaotic
good. in
lawful.
Yeah.
And he was
He
great
was
in
really
that.
good.
So I'm excited to see this way.
He's really great. I am a little bit weirded out that they're making Baron Mordo Doctor Strange's black sidekick, because I guess every Marvel hero needs one. But it's
Yeah.
like I want
Cyborg.
to see him. I want to see him as like
Falcon.
Oh,
Falcon.
we can keep going.
I want to see him as it's Baron Mordo. I want to see him be the bad guy.
You want to see a bad guy?
No.
This new Bad Guys looks fun. I'm excited for it. I love the music in it. I love the visual
cool.
effects. I know it's mind-bending and very Inception-y with how it's all playing out. If we hadn't seen Inception before,
Oh, wow,
this
it would
be
blow
way
my
cooler. Yeah, it would blow your
mind.
mind. But since we've seen it kind of before, I'm excited. I love the shot where he and somebody, Doctor Strange and somebody, are punching each other, and while the city rebuilds itself. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna follow everything that happens in this movie, because there's gonna be
I
a
have to
lot.
watch Inception a couple of times.
What, to figure out everything.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much like stuff hidden and woven into that movie, but I'm excited for it. That's everything that's happening over at Marvel that got us excited, or me specifically.
This
but,
boy
But
excited.
now we've got another thing that happened at Comic
Did
Con.
somebody call a doctor? That's the only thing I like about Doctor Strange as well.
They didn't say that in the movie.
No, that's an Overwatch reference. But he's still a doctor. Cool. I'm covering all things that happened with the DC movie news. First off, we got 2 big trailers, and unlike Marvel, who wanted to keep some of these trailers on the
On the shh.
DC is just getting the word out there big time because they are back with their next slate of movies and they want to use it as a distraction. Now, since Suicide Squad's only 2 weeks away, they did drop 2 new trailers, one showcasing what Harley is all about and the other the Joker. Now, you two are adamant that you do not see these trailers because you are watching the movie soon and you don't want anything ruined for you.
Thank you.
So I will avoid any spoilers.
Thank you.
But Harley Quinn, you do see her kind of like her fighting style this time.
Cool.
The bat. And then the Joker, you just kind of he just looks like a crime lord. And you just get that vibe a little bit more from him. So moving on then to the Wonder Woman trailer.
Yay!
What did you guys think of this one?
Oh.
Yay!
Yay. Guys, I was absolutely blown away. And I love the how they established the world here, the exposition. Steve Trevor is washing up on the shore. And it looks like it's going to be a James Bond-esque kind of thing because she's not wearing much. And she's like, oh, who are you? But the fact she's like, what are you?
Yeah.
What are you? I've never seen a man before. And he's just like, his Chris Pine self being like, what are you talking about? I'm good looking. And she's like, I know that.
I'm excited for his like humor in this movie.
Yes. I mean, it is very Chris Pine humor. I don't think it's Steve Trevor humor. Like, this is all what Chris Pine's bringing to the role. But I like the exposition of the fact that there are no men.
Yep.
That they're not born of man. And then there's like 2 lines in this trailer where they're kind of zeroing in on this. And one of them is, what I decide to do is not because of you at all. It's completely because of me. And then when you meet the secretary, where she's like, well, what are you...
candy.
Yeah,
Yay.
it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, well, I do what he says, and I do when he says it. And she's like, well, my people call that a slave.
Ooh.
I like that a lot. You see her costume. It looks
so cool.
So cool. And then her shield, which glows, and her whip.
Oh, no,
which is
the
just
whip
neon.
glows. The whip
No,
glows.
if you look at the shield close up, there's like insignia on it, and it has like, tiny, like around the rim of the shield.
Interesting.
And it looks like runes put in there. It looks a little bit like the shadow. What are they called? I read the books, but they use it. Shadow Hunters. But anyway, the whip is like neon though.
Yeah.
If I could bring that to a club, I'd be a happy girl.
That's so
with the
true.
line- yeah.
I'm
So,
excited.
guys, what did you take away from this? Why do you think this is different to all the other movies that we're seeing at the moment?
This might have the coolest hand-to-hand action in any superhero movie ever.
Yeah, it looks really cool. The setting's really cool. World War One. I think you got some scenes with biplanes, and I think that really sells the setting. Wonder Woman looks great. It's so cool that she's finally getting her due after all these decades. We're finally getting Wonder Woman
Is it
movie.
World War One or two?
World War One.
It is
Yeah.
one. Right.
World War One.
And honestly, it looks a lot like I wanted the first Captain America movie to look.
Yeah.
It's the scale. Like
Yeah.
it just feels like a war movie with one woman running around kicking ass.
I feel like this movie's gonna shit all over the Captain America movie because she has a shield and you see how like she's interacting with the shield, and then she's got the whip, and you're like, oh, you are just making Captain America so redundant. Right now.
I like that her weaponry and her style of fighting kind of reflects the period in this movie. That like she's not going up against like a nuke or like tear gas or something like that. It's like she's going up against people who have guns, but they're not like sticks and stones kind of guns.
My favorite shot is when she breaks the gun across her back.
That's cool. Also, when she bounces a mortar off of her chest or off of her shield. Yeah.
I do wish, as an old school comic fan, she used to block bullets with her bracelets.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to see.
Like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding,
instead
ding.
of the shield. I think visually that's cooler than the shield. But
Well, I mean, she's
that's
not going to have
just
the shield all the time.
That's just, I would like to see that.
I liked the part in the trailer where she's, we just kind of see the enemies, which are the big guys, the commanders, the captains, whatever, the generals of the army. And she's obviously said something that she didn't like because she just caught his hand. I liked that moment where she's just like...
the moment when the Amazon jumps over the rock with the arrows.
Oh,
that was so badass.
And they're riding horses
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So you're
All
going to
those
see this
soldiers.
huge juxtaposition between like
Looks so
1920s like planes and the bullets, and then on horses with bows and arrows. That's
It looks
cool,
like
man.
such a great movie. And it's cool to see more of Gal Gadot because we didn't get a lot of her in BVS.
Yeah.
But what we
this
did,
is
we
her
liked.
thing.
Yeah.
This is her movie.
Yep.
Wait, is this coming out next year along with Justice League?
Yeah, this is coming
Holy
out. This is
shit.
coming out in the summer of 2017, and Justice League is coming out in the fall, winter time.
So that's obviously going to correlate the story. So whatever happens in Justice League has already happened from Wonder Woman. I mean, vice versa.
Vice versa,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean. Cool. So out of 10, what would you rate it?
10.
Yeah.
Great, same. Moving on to the Justice League trailer. Bruce
So say we
Wayne, he's collecting his team.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch them all. He's like the biggest Pokemon master out there, and he's going around knowing that there's a threat, so he's selecting his ideal team to Icky Thump by the White Stripes, which
Or
is fun.
kind of all he's got, because based on the files Lex Luthor made in that dumb scene. You didn't watch the movie. You didn't watch Batman v Superman. She doesn't understand.
We watched it twice.
We watched it
No.
twice.
Moving house.
Icky Thump voice ups are great. I don't know if it worked. It wouldn't be the song I would have chosen for this, but they're great, so I'll allow it.
It's basically going, new tone, guys. Ha ha ha. We're cool. Yeah. And Bruce Wayne's going, hey, I went to improv class and jokes. In a serious voice, but it's
Superman
still
seemed kind of
funny.
fun. I'll insert a joke here.
So we head to a fishing town where everyone looks really, really somber and it's kind of dark and gritty. And he's just like, you hear this, everyone gets hungry. And so this man provides fish. And he comes in on the high tide. And that was last night.
King's Tide.
King's Tide. King's Tide. And then I was like, that sounds really corny. And then Jason Momoa turns around and you're like, he looks so good. And then he's like smashing a bottle of JD. And then like the water on
That
the side.
shot.
I was like, is this going to be like the complete opposite to the little Ken Barbie, the Aquaman that we're so used to.
Yeah,
I
mhm,
don't know, I tried to say Aquaman like you guys do, but I said it wrong.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. I said
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Almost got it.
Come on.
So I loved everything with Jason Momoa in it so far. They also introduced the Flash though.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys like this scene? Because you go into Barry Allen's lair and it's like, we're cool, Rick and Morty.
I know. I like the lair, and I like. There are aspects
second
of
favorite chair.
Yeah. That's the thing. The jokes that they're trying to show Flash is fun, and like the jokes just went one line too long.
Really, I
Yeah.
liked them. I also they're
Like
just
second favorite
they're
chair.
like
Who says that kind of
every
thing?
character in a Marvel movie ever.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
So
do.
DC's trying to be Marvel.
No, it's not that they're trying to be Marvel. It's just they're trying to interject some personality. I actually thought the dialogue in it was impressed me the most because there's a lot of specificity
It's kinda
to it.
Marvel, though.
You understand that, like when he's talking about Aquaman coming in on the King's Tide, you're setting up a world here. You understand that Barry Allen is lonely and he wants to interact
But the
with people.
first thing is,
within
it's not a little bit. It's stop. Don't tell me anything more about this group and organization that you're asking me to join because I need friends so badly that the answer is automatically yes.
Think about
it
this.
sounds like
though.
you're not on board
From-
with this footage, Maude.
But from the point of view of the Flash, which is always kind of a fun point of view, is that he, after whatever happened to him, he perceives time way faster. So if he ever tries to talk to a normal person, nothing ever really makes any sense because he's already 10 million miles ahead of them. So now he gets to be around people that can kind of keep up. kind of be the same speed.
I get
and that's
it.
fun. I liked when Wonder Woman and Batman were talking about
love
recruiting Aquaman. They're like, more or less. It's like more or more or less.
Yeah.
More or less.
So he said no. He said no.
Yeah, their dialogue is very Marvel. I mean, that kind of reminds me of the conversations between even like Captain America and Black Widow, where they would just bounce off each other so seamlessly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what brings me to my question, and we'll keep talking about the trailer as well. But I happen to think that DC is going, we are listening to the fans. Hello, you want it to be funnier? Jokes.
Yeah.
And I think that they're coming out with this trailer straight away with like joke heavy to try and set that tone, including the music. The Speed Force, the whole Barry Allen thing, I agree. They just went a little bit too far with it. I feel sorry for Ezra Miller because we have already an established Flash. And for 2 or 3 seasons now, 2 seasons.
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
Yep. We have fallen in love with this guy, and Grant Gustin's done a really good job of it. And they're just very different. And I
think that's good, though. Sorry,
it is good. It is good. But when you're so used to something and then you see something else while the first is still going, it kind of makes you feel like you have to choose. And I worry about that. But then you see his new suit, and then there's like a little bit of metal that's just covering his dick.
Yeah, you need a little.
It looks
arrow.
like the maple leaf from the Canada flag.
He's got a full costume around it. It's not like the only thing
Reach
that's there is the codpiece.
It's just there and all the cables. That's all it is, and then the logo. That's all I saw.
Just the maple tree.
I actually like Flash's movie costume way more than the TV show costume.
Yeah, I mean, it's so different.
It's
very
so
different.
cool.
Both I needed to adjust to the TV one, and now I'm okay with it.
Yep.
And I have to adjust to Flashes in the movies because immediately after they made the Flash's costume for the TV show, they came out with reverse Flashes, and it was 1,000 times better. And then they made Zooms, and you're like, okay, this is actually really cool. And then Kid Flash came out, and you're like, oh shit, they figured that out, and now they're stuck with the first one.
My only problem with the TV show one is the domey head. The head just never looks
It kind
right
of comes
to
to
me.
Grant because he's got a big head. He
He did before the show.
The helmet.
He raised.
The helmet on Ezra Mills was really cool. I think he might actually have my favorite costume of the movie Justice League.
No, I want to see Jason Momoa, you know I'm slaying. So the last character that we saw, very fleetingly, both in his suit and out of the suit, Cyborg.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
He looks like a Transformer.
And that's not a bad thing. I agree. And for me, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Maybe some more time with the CGI.
Yeah, because I know that they filmed this. The press for it came out less than a month ago.
Yeah.
It feels like, and so they've been rushing to like render out like what Cyborg would look like. They got him saying 2-3 words maybe.
Yes.
I thought you were real or thought you were fake.
I didn't think you were real.
No.
I'm real when I have to be. I'm miscoding that shit out.
You basically got it. But I'm excited for it. And also, when you saw the photo they released of the Justice League standing there, he pointed out when they were talking about it that Superman is smiling. And
There's
that's
a little
like,
hint of a smile.
and like
it just feels so right.
Yeah, because Henry Cavill's
them,
like, more money.
Yeah, or that's them basically saying, hey, it's fun now. Superman's smiling. We're good to go.
Yeah, if he's happy.
Yeah, we are happy.
Oh, I missed the whole point of the story because they're so busy collecting all the heroes for the enemy, and all we got of that was just some Vikings digging a hole and putting a box in it.
A mother box?
Yeah, because that's all. This isn't a full trailer. This is what they've shot so far that they assembled to get fans hyped, and I'm hyped.
Out of 10?
Good.
Yeah, I'd give it, for what it is, I'd give it a 10.
No, I'm giving this one a little bit less than a 10. I preferred Wonder Woman's trailer over this one. What? Yes.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's just because, but technically, it's not really a trailer.
It's trailer.
It's not really a
It's just
trailer.
an assembly
true.
footage. It just got me excited for Justice League. I'm back on board.
Is that because DC is listening to fans? The question that I'm asking you guys
Let us
and
know.
you.
No, I don't know. I think definitely with Justice League, although I think that I don't think the whole tone of the movie's changed. I think they're showing us the most fun parts.
Hope it's more fun than what they showed us. I hope it gets more fun.
Nah.
This felt like forced fun. This felt like, hey guys, jokes. Let's make this funny again. Look how fun we all are. And I think, because is this the one that Ben Affleck wrote?
No. He's working on the next Batman movie.
That's the
The
one.
next
Yeah.
Batman movie. Right.
I don't think it felt forced. I'm on board.
He's on board.
I'm Maude.
That's Maude, and I'm on Maude.
Yeah,
I'm on board.
I'm on board.
I'm
And that's it. So we're done.
And that's it. But
Yo, what?
and last little bit of topic, we're gonna talk about TV news
We're talking about we'll talk about DC first, since we'll just carry over from Justice League to DCCW. Yep. Legends Tomorrow, we got a trailer that is mostly stuff we've seen before.
Yes.
But a little taste of little hints of the Justice Society, little hints of the Legion of Doom.
That's cool.
Wait, tell them about the Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom, they've announced that the villains of this season are the Legion of Doom, which is composed of Malcolm Merlin.
Cool.
And Reverse Flash.
Awesome.
And Damien Dark.
Yeah.
And Captain Cold. And
That's
you're like,
interesting.
And you're like, wait, half those people are dead. I'm like, time travel.
They do what they want.
Yeah.
Does Merlin not have his hand then? We don't know.
No, they have no idea. We also
Does
don't
Damien
know
Dark
how
still not blink?
Good,
he will
good
not
question.
blink.
Damien Dark is in the trailer, and I was excited to see. It's this tough, like, where if you kill a character, you want it to matter and have consequence. But it's also so great to see Neil McDonough back because he was so good last season.
He was the best. He was the best part of Arrow last season.
He's haunting.
We also got a trailer of Flash, and that's actually where we got the most new stuff. It was pretty much entirely new stuff. Barry screwed up the timeline. Thanks, Barry.
Wiped that slate clean, didn't he?
And we got hints of the new villain this season, Dr. Alchemy. Thank God it's not a speedster.
They did say there's going to be 2 villains this season, so this is like
and we
first
do
half.
see like an evil speedster, which I hope is just
an
Who
episode.
could it be?
I don't know.
Let's
That's the one
find
thing we
out
don't know.
every
We don't know who Dr. Alchemy is going to be, and I hope it's not like a season-long mystery.
What's
he
Cisco's
is going to
deal,
be voiced
though?
by the guy from Saw,
That's cool.
Paul Tobin, I believe. Is
What's Cisco now though? Because he's a different character.
yeah, he's like a billionaire. He's running what was Star Labs and is now a billionaire or whatever.
He's still Cisco Ramon, but he just goes by like some other stuck-up name or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, and there was an
stuck up, what's the
article
name?
saying that there would be absolutely no Laurel in.
No one said there's no
actually,
Laurel.
actually,
That was
Katie
you.
Cassidy, another person that's died in the show, has signed on one of those multi-series deals where she'll be showing up on all 4 shows at some point. Who knows how that's going to
You
work?
get more Laurel.
But speaking of Arrow, we also got that, which was also a little bit of stuff we've seen before. But the big emphasis there is they're building a new Team Arrow composed, and he's training up young guns. So we got Artemis. Who was
Young Justice.
no, but she was we saw her last season.
yeah.
She was trying to fake being Black Canary, and I actually really liked
that's
that
right.
her and that episode. So I'm excited to see her back. Mad Dog, who we haven't seen before.
Mad Dog is
And-
actually what you call your mates in Australia. Oh man,
Mad
he's
Dog.
a mad dog.
There we go. And Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Chris
and
Holt's
he was
training
great.
to be Mr. Terrific, and they bring the Salmon Ladder back. We missed it.
Yeah.
Which one?
We missed you,
The
Salmon
salmon
Ladder.
ladder.
Where the
You know the bar
Is that-
thing?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Good, I remember that one.
Yeah, a lot of season 4 got a lot of flack, and I think it's because of the lack of salmon ladder.
For
I think
sure.
I think
If you
subconsciously
saw
we're
Neil
like,
McDonough use the salmon ladder
I'd be in.
once, you'll be a happy
he could
boy.
do it with magic.
But out of all those, I think I'm most excited for Flash. Big whoop, big shock, you know.
Of those, I actually like the Arrow trailer. The got me most excited.
I didn't watch that
What are you
one.
most excited for?
To get this glue off my arm.
Wow, didn't really phase her,
I
really.
know. We also got over with Marvel, the Marvel Netflix shows. We got an amazing trailer for Luke Cage.
Oh, that was amazing.
I did a breakdown of that on my channel. if
Little
you wanna
plug.
check
Dun,
that
dun,
out.
dun, 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 dun,
And we also got the briefest of looks at Iron Fist. It exists. It's a show that's coming out.
It was just full of vague.
It's
Yeah.
the similar thing to the Justice League thing, where it's the Justice League
what they
clip.
shot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
what they
it's-
shot, and they put it together with some music.
We did get Monks.
Yeah,
So
Monks.
he's got that. He did punch a garage door down.
Sure.
So he
So
looks
did
like
I.
so he, both whenever.
Well,
so
they
he
didn't
looks
film
like
me
he
doing
might
it.
be the most physically powerful of the defenders. And
But
also
was he referring to himself? Wow, you Danny. What was that line?
Hello, Danny.
Hello, Danny.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Danny.
I'm scared.
we also got a little collage trailer for the defenders where
Yes.
their different logos come to form the word defend.
But you did. Oh, you caught something that a lot of other people haven't caught.
Yeah, when it says defend, it's actually on a hand, I think implying that perhaps they're going to be fighting the hand, which were the big bads of season 2 of Daredevil.
No one caught. I have
And
not
also-
found one person to catch that.
And also,
You heard it here first.
Defenders is being showrun by the guys that were the showrunners of Daredevil season 2.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, it's cool. The hand was probably the weakest
So
part.
hold
of
on, when
season
this
2.
is when this gets confusing because we've got Jessica Jones season
2, which will be probably coming out in 2018.
Oh, they announced
Daredevil
Daredevil season
season
3.
three.
Yeah, they announced that too.
Punisher. We've already had one season.
No, that was just part of Daredevil season 2.
Get out! We haven't
So-
even had Punisher season 1. Okay. And then Iron Fist will be coming out, and then Luke Cage will have his own series. When does Defenders fall into place?
So
There's
this
too many cooks.
2017.
So the end of this year, I think, beginning of October, end of September, we're getting Luke Cage. 2017 we'll be getting Iron Fist. Later in 2017 we'll get Defenders, and then in 2018 we'll probably get Jessica Jones, Daredevil season 3. Stuff like
When's
that.
Punisher?
Who knows?
In there.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
So this is what I don't understand, because obviously when you have the Defenders, all of the previous stories will be in that somehow and
Yes.
have been affected.
Kinda.
All right.
Kinda.
So actually that leads me to,
Big shout out to whoever's writing this, because there is a lot of things you've got to keep tabs
it's
on.
like the MCU.
Yeah.
It's like that.
just
There's a
on
lot of
Netflix.
moving
There is
parts.
respect
But
there
here's
too.
here's the question: a lot of things are becoming like that. So the CW shows are 4 shows on 4 consecutive nights that will at times all tie into each other, all in the same universe.
Is that including Supergirl, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
including Supergirl. You guys were reporting on those stories about Batwoman and Oracle,
Yep.
and the rumors around that might end up being a 5th show. So
Goodness.
every night of the week, and then Netflix, you've got all these Netflix series, 2 a year, probably with what we're talking about, probably
diff-
end up being 3 a year.
The difference with that one is the CW, it's one show per week.
Yeah.
So like sometimes the episodes will interlock, but it's like during that one. But when you have Netflix, it's binge watching.
Yeah.
So like if you take too long watching the season, I still haven't finished it.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
But-
and I
so-
figured that after you started talking about it, I was like, you haven't watched it.
The TV shows are getting more to be like these universes of shows, and I wanted to know what you guys think about that. Is that cool? Do you want more of that?
I like it. I think it's a new wave for filmmaking. It gets a little tedious when you hear that what Universal's going to make a monster universe. Chill, just make the movies and make them good. Don't concentrate too much about it.
Yeah.
With comic books though, that is a precedent because
Yeah.
of how comics work, and that's why the movies can work that way. Not everything has to work out like that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for CW integrating all these shows together. It's not going to be all the time, and
Yeah.
they're not going to always affect each other, and that's fine, and I like that. With Netflix, you get these awesome, well-made TV shows that we've watched them. They don't always tie into it. Most of us have watched all of them. They don't tie into each other the entire time. They take place in the same universe in same city, but besides mentioning Jessica Jones, and they say that's all we're gonna get. So I'm fine with it.
I reckon we should simmer down just a little bit, only because I'm getting confused. But what if, great example, what if I really like The Flash, but I don't like the Arrow anymore?
I think you can still watch.
And Supergirl's another story. So I feel like you have to watch all of it or none of it. And this is what comic books is like. And the reason why it's hard to get into comic books is because there's so much happening and you don't have a clear entry point.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I honestly think because the CW shows only tie in a couple of times, have a big crossover. Other times, just characters drop in. It might be easier. You could probably watch The Flash without needing to watch the Arrow.
Yeah.
But considering all the Netflix shows tie in together into Defenders, that might be a little more challenging.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that might be a
We'll
little
see.
harder. But
We'll have to see how the Defenders
You're
look.
right, CW. When they have the crossover episodes, you might have to go watch it on another day to figure out the end of
Who
that
are these
story.
people with wings all of a sudden?
Yeah. But that was overall, that's okay. I'm excited for all this connected universe garbage that they're doing. I'm excited for it.
Well,
Give
you're a
me
comic
more.
book reader.
Yes.
I think this is what it almost comes down to. Are you okay with oversaturation and so much happening all the time? And some crosses, not really, because you're just gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yes.
Or you're like me, where I'm just I like this character and I'm wanting to follow this particular storyline and start just with here. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, 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 it's happening again. I'm
And I also
drowning.
wonder with the Universal monster movies and they released the King Arthur trailer, and that's supposed to be part of a 5-movie deal that will never happen.
Some of them.
one
will we get
gives
that?
two
Will
shits
we get
about
that
King
on
Arthur.
Hey,
TV?
whoa.
Yeah.
No one?
No
The movie
one.
looks cool. I'm just saying it's probably not going to
Guy
be as
Ritchie.
big as they're going to.
Now listen here, if I'm saying Guy Ritchie's going to be a part of a movie, even if it's King Arthur, I'm probably going to watch it, yeah?
There you go.
Arthur.
So I
Get
wonder
that
if TV
freaking
shows will
sword
start.
out of that stone, yeah?
I wonder if TV shows will start working the same way, where it's an extended Breaking Bad universe, and you got Better Call Saul, and
Extended Law and Order universe.
The Law and Order, no, it is though, and on all the NCIS shows, there is a precedent for this stuff on TV too, with the Law and Orders and the NCIS.
They just don't call
Yes.
them a
and
shared
the,
universe.
What is it? The Boston Fire, Boston Police,
Yeah.
Chicago Fire, yeah.
Chicago
Boston
PD or
League.
whatever
Oh,
it
yeah,
is. Yeah.
you're thinking of
What?
TV classic. Boston
It's
Legal.
happening everywhere, not just in superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
wow.
There's
This
a
is
lot
just
of
how we
cross
consume.
universe, cross contamination, cross everything.
There is no such thing as one good idea.
Do you guys remember on TGIF when they did that one night where all the sitcoms crossed over, Boy Meets World and Family Matters and Sabrina the Teenage
No.
Witch for all okay, well, just
Was
me.
that fun?
It was fun for me. I've
Because
always
it was
liked this
special
stuff.
because it didn't happen all the time.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see
We'll
what happens.
see.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below.
That's it from us. Answer all of our questions that we threw at you
All
down
of
below.
them.
DJ, what was your question one more time?
My question was, what do you guys think about these extended TV universes? Yeah, what do you think about that? Do you think it's going to keep happening?
Do you think DC is listening to the fans, and that's why we got this particular Justice League trailer?
And are you guys excited for the Doctor Strange movie? Did the trailer get you any more excited than the initial one, or not so much? That's it from us.
That's it.
That's
There you
definitely
go.
from us. Check out all of our other Comic-Con content as well. Sam showed you some of the secrets of Comic-Con in the top 5 things to do without a badge. We actually quizzed some cosplayers.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, we did the Do You Know questions quiz on the characters' cosplay.
Easy. Rolls
Yeah.
off the tongue.
Yep, and then of course we went full White Walker thanks to Cinema Makeup School.
Well,
and
you
that
guys look
was
so
fun.
cool.
Thank
you guys
you.
look so
We've
We've
cool.
got glue and makeup and paint all
It
over
was
stuff.
worth it.
It was worth it.
worth
4.5
it.
hours in the chair and about an hour to get it all up too. Woohoo!
Yay! Give this video a like, comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you listen to Only Stupid Answers on SoundCloud and iTunes.
We just released an episode today where we talk even more about Comic-Con, even more in-depth stuff. So check that out. And Star Trek
I
Beyond.
was busy.
and Star
She
Trek
was
Beyond.
busy.
I wasn't.
Sorry, Maude.
It was fine. Like, just
It'll be on soon.
keep going.
There you go. All right, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Can we get an extraction, please? Bye.
Little Max Landis joke.
Is that what that was?
Who are the 4 main baddies of The Force Awakens?
Good God. Kylo Ren.
Ding.
Snoke.
Yes.
Ginger.
The redheaded guy.
The redhead.
General Hux.
Yep. Last one. One more.
Okay, one more.
Don't be sexist. That was a hint. Tits.
Fast one.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, you scraped through on that one.